because it's another idea and example of how God has wanted to show me something. And I was on Virginia Beach. I had went to the Edgar Cayce Clinic in Virginia Beach.
I've been there.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I wanted to see the sunrise. So here I am taking pictures. You can see it's starting to get light and the sun's coming up, right?
Yeah.
Plainly obvious. And once again, I was taking a sequence because I figured they told me they're going to show me some things the next morning. So have your camera. So I had my camera, and you're going to see some neat things with this. Some sacred geometry that we were talking about earlier.
Right, right.
Yeah.
All right, so if we can see the next one. Is that the same sequence?
Yes. Now you see something's happening here because suddenly there's clouds. You don't see the sun. You don't know what's going on. But that was the next picture. Okay, so see, I knew something was happening but didn't know what. So we'll see at the next picture.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It seems like we just never have time enough to fully explore everything, do we?
It's true, it's true. And I tell you, you never run out of spiritual subjects, that's for sure.
I know.
They are like infinite.
There's so many different things that we could talk about. Okay, here once again, it's becoming a blur. It's like there's a mist on this picture, but I guarantee you, when I was observing it, it was the most beautiful sunrise, clear as day. And it's completely like starting to turn dark now. Do you see how it's starting to turn dark again?
Yeah. And then, but there's more that comes after this.
Oh yeah, there's a few more frames, and then at the end we're going to see some sacred geometry, which just blew my mind. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay.
But you'll see as we go through them. Okay, now you see here. Look at this. Once again, God has taken
the same pictures.
God has taken the day and made it night. And do you also see how now the sun sphere is no longer round? Look at it.
Yeah, it looks like it's got wings or something.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? It's
like
just
a butterfly.
So once again, I was floored. And you know it can't be the moon. It's bright red, and look at that. And it's showing on the water like that and morphing once again.
So now when we go to the next one, it'll be a little further down in the morph.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We're running out of time, so they may be speeding us up a little bit. Okay, so now it's kind of like the same picture, but you see now it's turning light again. You see now that the night is becoming day again. Now only God, I believe, has the power to do this. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, of course. Who else? Who else, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you were taking these shots, it was completely day as far as you could see.
Yeah, as far as I could see.
It was completely sunny. It was completely bright. And now, because this looks more like nighttime, actually. Yeah, if we could have the next one.
Yeah, it was complete bright daylight. And in fact, the last picture, they showed it light, so we knew it was daylight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a big surprise whenever I sit down to load these into the computer, or rather my husband does that for me, and then I see him on the computer and I go, oh my God!
You never know what you're going to get, huh? Well, this is the next one.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks a little darker, but...
Yeah, it gets darker and darker, and then all of a sudden, yeah, okay.
So, you know, I mean, but the surprise of just viewing these, so I know some of them are so similar, but the difference going back to night to day and then the shape of the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's
getting
pitch
even
black.
Darker, yeah.
Yeah. And I guarantee you nothing is wrong with that camera.
What kind of a camera was it?
It's just a regular digital, and I don't even remember the brand.
With regular film in it that you...
Oh, you don't even use film. I mean, it's digital.
Oh, digital.
Digital.
Digital. Oh, I'm thinking of 35 millimeter.
And I have gotten wonderful pictures with that too, but this one is digital.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times digital cameras show up orbs and things like that too.
Oh my God, do I have orbs? Do I have beings? I have so many neat things to show you. Okay, so this is very similar. It's just a sequence of showing the shifting. So we can move on. I'm waiting for the final version.
Yeah, I think everybody is with bated breath.
Yeah. Okay, now we got
Now
it.
it's really changing.
Now look at that. Now do you see, this is what they wanted to show me. Do you see how it's a pyramid, a triangle, and then the sun, and then another pyramid? Do you see? It looks like an hourglass.
Oh yeah, it looks like a pyramid, like the points are
meeting.
Yeah, meeting one on top of the other.
Yeah, so it's the hourglass like that. Now that is sacred geometry. Now what that means is, here's mankind, the bottom, and the God force is showing they're coming down. Do you see? Because the way it actually works, for a person to become a star, there's many different steps. But one of the first things it does is, just like the Star of David, it comes down, it's an upside down triangle, and then it's another triangle going the other way, and it forms the Star of David. And that's when you actually become a star, when that happens. But before that happens, it would first go into a diamond, because it keeps coming down, and the other one comes up until they're opposite, so it's a diamond. And then the diamond just starts to spread until it becomes a cube, and a cube represents kingship. That's why so many churches are square.
Really?
Yes. And then finally they start to get the spikes and they star. That's
Wow.
the sequence
Wow.
of the morphing of the electromagnetic body for a person to actually evolve to a star.
And what does a person have to do to evolve to a star?
They have to repair their electromagnetic body. They have to pull more light into their body, much more light, because...
Another picture.
Oh, another picture. Oh, here's the last picture, and we'll go back to that conversation. This was when I was coming off the beach, taking the picture, because there were cute little dolphins, and with my name, Adolphina.
Right.
So I said, I'll take that picture. And then, so here I am. I turned around, walked off the beach, and now it's daytime. From all the pictures where they turn the
So
the
you
night,
were on
the
this
day
same
night.
beach taking those pictures, and it looked like nighttime, and now this is the same at the same time.
Yeah, I just was walking off the beach back to the hotel after I figured I saw the sun. That's all I'm going to see.
Right. And then you saw that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continue about how does one evolve into a star?
Oh, okay. Well, most people do not know this. But a person only has 2 to 3% of their soul in their body.
Really?
Yes. And for 2012, we actually need to pull more light in, up to 18%. When you get 18% of light in your body, you transform your body, and your body starts to, as you're going from the 2% to the 18%, transforms into sacred geometry until you can become a star.
So, and so I imagine that you would have to do positive things and positive deeds, and be helpful to others, and just do good works.
Well, that actually comes as part of a higher consciousness, but that is why I created an energy medicine school, so that people could actually prepare their bodies for 2012, create miraculous healings, and grow their light body so that they can survive the pressure cooker, because we're in a big pressure cooker right now with 2012. Everybody's under pressure. They feel that pressure. I mean, I know I do anyway, and I know a lot of people that do. And so, and the Holy Spirit has given me 44 different techniques, which repairs all of this. And then in the meantime, as it's being repaired, it's actually growing your electromagnetic body in strength and power, so that you have spiritual power. And then this is when you actually start to change into sacred geometry until you can get to be a star. I know it all sounds far-fetched, but it's true.
But it doesn't just happen overnight. We have to strive for it.
Right. It actually takes dedication and discipline, and clearing of your chakras, clearing of your meridians, clearing of the goo that we've accumulated over the years, clearing of the prana tube, rebuilding of the 72 areas of the brain. There's attaching your 24 strands of DNA. There's a lot that goes into it that people aren't aware of.